doing? How's everybody doing? I know it's been a while since I've been on here. Had a lot going on. It's been kind of hectic and just not been able to do video for a little while. I'm not even sure when the last one I posted was. I didn't look at that, but I know it's been a couple of months probably. I ran out of memory card space for one thing in my camera, and I just didn't have the money to get new memory cards, and so I had to kind of wait on that. So I finally was able to get a couple of memory cards for my camera. And a lot of other things going on too, which I'm going to tell you about in the video. And I just want to say I appreciate all of you that have stayed here as my subscribers, all 6 of you. I actually lost like 3 or 4 people, because I'm sure it was probably because I just haven't added any new content lately, but I just had a lot going on, and I do hope to get a little bit more consistent with putting new content on. But like I said, I had to get new memory cards, and I finally got that done. And had a few family things going on. It was my mom's birthday. It was some other family members' birthdays, and just lots of birthdays in July. We had 3 different fireworks or 4th of July things to go to. So just a lot going on. And but we this past weekend, not this weekend, but last weekend, we actually went over a family trip for all our July birthdays. We went to Bristol, which is over in Virginia and Tennessee. There's Bristol, Tennessee, and Bristol, Virginia. And if you go down the main road that goes through town, you can actually stand in the middle of the road and have 1 foot in Tennessee and 1 foot in Virginia. So it's kind of an interesting place. Bristol, Tennessee is actually known as the official birthplace of country music. A lot of people think it's Nashville, but Nashville is actually just where it just kind of blew up and grew. But the actual original birthplace of country music is in Bristol, Tennessee. Yeah, there's a really nice museum there. I'm actually going to do another vlog on the trip itself, where we stayed and what we did and everything. We went over there to go to a new casino that just opened. It's only been open, I think this is the 3rd weekend, I believe. Yeah, we were there on the 2nd weekend, so this is like the 3rd weekend it's open. It's really nice. It's a Seminole casino. It's owned by the Seminole Indians, and it's going to be a full blown out hard rock casino soon. Right now it's in a mall, and they bought this mall that had been empty and closed and running down and just, you know, deteriorating there. So they bought the whole mall, and they have actually turned it into a really nice casino. For now it's just a temporary casino, but they're eventually going to have a hotel and just the whole 9 yards of a casino. So we'll definitely be going back. It's really cool. Like I said, I'm going to do a separate vlog on that and let y'all know all about it. I do enjoy going to the casino occasionally. I'm a very low roller. I play minimum. I play $20, $30 is about all I take to play when I go to the casino. Really enjoy going to Cherokee, to the Harris Casino over there. It's really, really nice. It's right on the river, and I just love to go over there and just hang out by the river and walk around town and everything. It's really cool. If you've never been there, it's a really neat place to go. It's a beautiful hotel, beautiful casino. It's probably my favorite casino that I've ever been to, and I've been all over to the casinos. But I just like that you can have a great time there, and you don't have to spend all your time in the casino. You know, you can go out and sit by the river, and it's just beautiful there. But that's the closest casino to where I am right now. And then this new one here in Bristol is about the same distance, a little bit closer. You just don't have to go over the mountain to get there. Over the mountain and through the woods. Still go through the woods if you go the back roads, but you don't go over the mountain, the major mountain there on going towards Gatlinburg and going over the mountain there. You don't have to do all that. So the one in Bristol is really easy to get to. It's very cool. I hope you can see me okay. I've got on the ambient surroundings today, or tonight. I have on my smart bulb, which you can change colors in it, and you can do all kinds of cool things with it. And I have Gareth Emery playing on the TV over here for a little bit of EDM music in the background. Another thing that's been keeping me busy, in a good way, is I have been working on finishing some books that I've been working on for quite a long time. They're mostly children's books, I guess you would say, preteen, even, I mean, they're good for adults too. They're just little adventure stories that I wrote. The one I wrote several years ago, it was actually kind of a true story. It was based on this little kitten that I found and attempted to raise. And this story is a really cute little story about the little kitty and its first few weeks of life. It's kind of based on the little kitten's perspective of life and what it was like to live here for a little while. And it's also kind of talks about how God answers prayers. Sometimes he doesn't always answer everybody's prayer, because it's impossible to answer everybody's prayer when each person might be praying about something different. But anyway, it's a cute little story that I wrote, like I said, several years ago. Actually, when I wrote it, I had a little store, a little shop down in Townsend, Tennessee. If anybody's familiar with that, but it was in Townsend. It's called Melodies and Whatever. And I had a little CD shop, record shop in there. Had a lot of local bands, people around that would bring me their CDs, and I would put them on consignment in my shop. Also, I did special orders for people. If there was a certain CD or a certain artist or something, I would research it and find everything they ever had available. And people would order CDs from me. And I also did movie rentals, DVD rentals. And I had a little carry-out little restaurant in there. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I fixed a meal. It was just one meal. Didn't have a menu or anything. I would just make maybe lasagna or something like that, and people would let me know like a few days in advance if they wanted to order a plate, and it was pretty popular. Anyway, I had that little store, and when I was down there, I wasn't real busy most of the time, so I just started writing this story about this little kitten. And when I go anywhere, I do anything, wherever I do and wherever I'm at, I always have some kind of scrap paper around, and always a writing utensil, because my brain is always working on something to write most of the time. So I would write on whatever I had available, as far as paper or whatever. This is the messenger. This is my actual original handwritten manuscript of Itty Bitty Little Kitty. As you can see, it's on envelopes, it's on scrap paper, it's on old bills, it's on just whatever paper I had at the time to write on. So that's how I do a lot of my writing. Here, I don't ever throw anything away around here, because it might have something important written on it or something. So, that's how I wrote that one. So that was the first one I actually published. I I did the writing, I did the illustration, I did the editing, I did the formatting, I did the actual publishing part of it, I did all of it. Super simple. I'm also going to do a video on that and show you the whole process and how I did it, and tell you some little tips and hints and things that I found out as I was writing. One of the things that I found out was this is the cover of it. This is the actual picture of a cat that I had at one time. Itty bitty looked identical to this cat, so I used that one for my picture on there. He was actually itty bitty was just a little bit smaller than this one, younger than this one, but that's basically what it looked like. And so this is it. Itty bitty little kitty goes to heaven. And for this one, I did it, I formatted it, I uploaded it and everything, and it looked good, you know, online on the computer, because you zoom in on it and everything looks, you know, good. But when I got the proof in the mail, I realized that the font is very, very small. Let's see, it's very small. Let's see, it's very small. There's some illustrations there, but it's super small writing. And so what I did is I went back in and I reformatted it. I used documents, Google Documents, to do all of my formatting and uploading on. Very simple process. It's time consuming, but I will show you in the video that I make about that, exactly how to do it and what things to do and things not to do and things that I learned. So like I said, I resent it back in. I redid the whole thing and actually went with a little bit larger book, so I could do a little bit bigger font. So this is the bigger book. And the cool thing when you do it, I did it on Amazon. I did KDP on Amazon. But when you do it, you actually do get a barcode, and you can order anywhere from one to a whole box lot of them. And if you wanted to sell them at, say, a craft show or a book fair or anything like that, take them to your local library, bookstore, whatever. There's actually a barcode on it. And these barcodes, you get the barcodes for free if you use Amazon KDP, or you can buy your own barcodes. They're a little bit expensive, but you can buy those and do it that way. You get to order writers' books. This is a proof. This one actually says not for resale on it, but you can order these. You only get one chance to order the proofs, and that's when you actually finish writing it. But like I said, I'm getting off on a tangent here. But like I said, I'm gonna do a whole video on how I personally published my books on Amazon. But anyway, what I was saying is, I went ahead and reformatted this one and resent it back, and went with a little bit larger size book. And I was real happy with the way this one turned out. Like I said, that one was really small and it was very hard to read, so I went ahead and redone it and reformatted it. And as you can see, it's pretty easy to read. It's larger font. On the back, a little bit larger font back there. Hard to see. Anyway, I'm happy with this one, but this was a 22 font size, I think. The other one was 11. This was 20. No, this was 22, I think, or something like that. Anyway, I'll go over all that when I do my other video on that. So I did that one. Like I said, Itty Bitty is a really cute story about Itty Bitty little kitty going to heaven. And even though it sounds sad, it sounds like a sad book and everything, but it's actually a really cute book, and it's very touching, I think. And everybody that's read it has said, "Oh wow, that was really a great book. It was really touching. I enjoyed reading the story." So. That's what that one's about. My second one was Penny Petunia Possum. And Penny Petunia Possum's Tale. That's what it's called. Penny Petunia Possum's Tale. This is a cute little book about being different about fitting in with your family. Your family loves you no matter, you know, what you look like or anything like that. So this is just an adventure of Penny Petunia and her friends in the Mickle-Muck Swamp. I have a couple of books set in the Mickle-Muck Swamp, and I have a couple others that I have started that are also in the Mickle-Muck Swamp. But this one I went with even a different size font. This one I went with a font in between the large one and the smaller one. And like I said, I'll go over all that with you when I do my other video, but I just wanted to tell you what I have been doing and share my books with you. And if you wanna go, you can do digital. I did digital books, I did hardcover, and I did softcover. These are considered soft covers. These are my favorites. I write under Melody A, Melody A, and these three are the three that I have on there so far. I do plan on doing some poetry books, and also I'm going to do a picture book on Alaska and some really cool places in Alaska, so that will be on there too. But I did digital copies, like I said, I did soft copies, and I did hard copies. And these, like I said, are the soft copies. And this book, I actually hand wrote this whole book a couple of years ago, and I wrote it all out, and I gave it to my nephews for their birthday or Christmas or something. And then just recently I got it put on computer on my files, and so I finally got it formatted and illustrated. This one took me a little while to illustrate, but I did get it all illustrated. And like I said, I write, I illustrate, I edit, I proofread, I do it all. Format it, send it in, wait for it to get approved, and all of that. If it's not approved, you have to go back through, and you have to redo it and send it back again, which, like I said, I'll go over all that in the other video. But this book here is Penny Petunia Possum, and this is, I think, one of my favorites that I've written so far. So if you want to check that out. It's also on Amazon, but you can go on there. If you don't want to buy the book itself, you can do the digital downloading. And I also went ahead and put it on if you have a Kindle or whatever, you know, you can buy the monthly membership or whatever. And authors can either decide to let you read the book through your membership or not, and I of course chose to let people read it. My goal for these books is not to make $1 million or anything like that. I just these stories are just have a lot of meaning, and I just really wanted to share my stories with everybody. You know, I feel like God gives you a talent to write or to do whatever, and I think that you should really follow that talent and go for it. And so that's one of the reasons I wrote the books. But this one and the Penny Petunia Possum, and this one, my third one here, it's called Hiram Raccoon's Phenomenal Movie Adventure. And this one was also set in the Mickle-Muck Swamp. Both of these are, this is a little bit bigger book too, as you can see. Both of these are actually written in rhyme. Every bit of it is written in rhyme. So that's a little different twist on writing a book. I love to read in rhyme because it just flows, and so I love to write in rhyme too. I just feel like rhyme just kind of flows out when you're reading it. It's like almost like you're singing the book or something. But I really like writing in rhyme, so both of these are written in rhyme. The itty bitty little kitty's not written in rhyme, but those two are. Hiram Raccoon's Phenomenal Movie Adventure. This is a really cute one too. This is about, like I said, it's set in the Mickle-Muck Swamp again. Penny Petunia Possum and her brothers make another appearance in this book. And this is another little adventure book. And this little book is all the little critters in Mickle-Muck Swamp. once in a while they go out on a little adventure, and they go out to a highway that's close to the Nickelmuck Swamp, and they look along the highway, and they find little treasures that have fallen off the back of moving trucks or blown out of someone's window, or somebody thrown it out the window or whatever, and they collect things off the side of the highway. And Hiram Raccoon finds a really neat treasure, and this little book is about what he does with that treasure. And I don't want to give too much away, but it's a really cute little book, and it also has a lot of meaning in it too. It's about not judging people for who they appear to be, and getting to know someone, or just kind of not judging. Is basically what it's about. And it's just a cute little story that I hope everyone will enjoy reading at some point. Like I said, if you want to pick up any of those, or you want to listen to them on your Kindle or anything like that, I would really appreciate that, and I would really be happy that someone is enjoying the books that I wrote. Like I said, that's my main goal, is to just share, the words that God had gave me to write. So hopefully everyone will enjoy those. Some of my illustrations, also in the video that I'll make about doing the book, I'll go over a little bit more of my illustrations. But what I do is I just draw them out in pencil. Draw all my illustrations out in pencil. You can see a little bit there. I draw them in pencil. I put more than one on a page, just like this. See that? I've got two of them on there. These are from Penny Katinga Possum. But I'll just go ahead and draw them out, and then once I get them all drawn with my artist pencil, I'll just go back and color them in with colored pencils. I like to use colored pencils or crayon, but I mostly use colored pencils because you can make a little bit more detail with them. And then what I'll do is I'll just take individual pictures of each one of them, and I'll take those over to my editing app that I have on my phone. It's a free editing app. I really like it a lot though. But I'll go over there to my editing app, and I'll add in the background, and play with the coloring and things like that. And I'll go over that too in the process of doing the whole book. So then once I get all my pictures finished and everything, then I'll go back over on Google Documents, and I'll format everything, put the pictures in, format it all. And like I said, I'll show you how to do all of that, because it's really interesting. There's a lot of videos out there that you can go and you can see them and learn how to do it. But I'll actually make another video back to the category of, or the catalog of all the how to write a book on KDP. So I can really enjoy that. What else have I been doing? That's about it. I am working on my 4th book about a little gnome. It's another fantasy book. It's a lot longer than these are. This one has taken me a really long time to do. It's also written all in rhyme. As far as the illustration on it, I'm not going to try to put illustration and text on the pages. I'm just going to do like a little photo gallery in the back of the book with some of the really cool characters that are in that book. Like I said, that book's taken me a long time. It's all written in rhyme, and it's just, there's so many twists and turns, and it's really exciting. It's for a little bit older audience than the other little bit older readers than the other 3 are. But I'm working on finishing that. I probably have 2 more chapters or so to do on it, 2 or 3 chapters to finish on it. And I have to get in the mindset of getting it done. Like I said, with the rhyming, it takes a little bit more effort, a little bit more time, but I really like doing it in rhyme. So, see what I've been up to. Did catch a concerts. I haven't been to concerts. I love concerts. I love music. I love concerts. But I haven't been to a concert in, gosh, I don't even know. I think the last one I went to was 2017 or something. I went to a concert recently. One of my favorite bands out there, Smash Into Pieces. Great band. And really enjoyed it. Went through some things that kind of made it hard to go to concerts for a little while, but was finally able to get back out there and go to a concert, and I really, really enjoyed it. What else have I been doing? I don't know. I guess that's about all I've been doing. It's been really, really hot here. I don't know how it's been in other places. I think it's been hot in a lot of places. I mean, it could be worse, and I'm not complaining. But it has been quite warm. Quite warm and humid. Just going to Alaska this year. Just really wanted to go and do some tour guiding, but with everything the way it still is with the cruise ships and just the uncertainty of it all, you know, I just decided not to go this summer. And I really missed the little bit cooler weather in Alaska, but I love it here too. It's beautiful. Yeah, we've been having, I don't know if you guys have experienced it or not, but this thunder. We've been having this weirdest thunder ever. It's like, I don't know, it feels like the thunder just like rolls right over us, like boom, and then it's like a rolling thunder that just, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I've never heard that kind of thunder before, and I've lived in all different kinds of terrains, so it's not like it's like vibrating off a mountain or anything like that, because I've lived right next to the mountains, I've lived on the beach, I've lived in the desert, I've lived all over, and I've never ever heard thunder like that. I'm curious if anybody else out there has experienced that kind of thunder. It's just very strange. The other night we had a storm roll through, and some of that thunder hit, and I thought it was an earthquake. You know, I went through a 7.2 earthquake in Alaska, and this was just, oh my gosh, it was crazy. It felt like an earthquake. My whole bed was like shaking, and it sounded like my wall was cracking, and it was crazy. It was just thunder, though. I don't know where this thunder's coming from, but I was curious if anybody else had experienced that thunder. What else have I done recently? It's really cool. I don't know. I guess that's about it. Just wanted to come on and tell you guys where I've been and give you a little update on the channel and everything. Like I said, I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent with content now that I have my memory cards. And I'm, like I said, continuing on my writing and everything, and working on revamping my website, getting that, you know, back to being updated and everything. Put some more photography on there, and I guess that's pretty much all. Like I said, I'm going to be doing poetry books. I have at least 2 planned right now. I have over I think 700 rhymes, poetry, whatever you want to call it, poems. I have over 700 written, and I'm going to do a couple of different poetry books. Some of my poetry is dark. It's, you know, different parts of my life that I went through and still go through. So some of it's dark, some of it's nature oriented, some of it is just all kinds of different things, you know, and so I'll probably end up doing a couple of different poetry books. And I also write song lyrics too. If anybody out there is a musician or anything and would like some help with some songwriting, I'm open for that. And working on my writing, working on my poetry books, And I'm also going to be doing a book with my photography, all about Alaska and places to go, places to see, things to do, my favorite places, just some really pretty pictures, and get that one worked on. And then also going to try to start doing what I originally wanted to do on the channel, which is to do some tour guiding stuff and do some presentations, some animal presentations or things like that. I want to get down the milepost I talked about earlier in some of my other videos. Get a milepost out and just kind of take a virtual road trip using the milepost and some of my photos and things. And so I'm going to get back on track of doing that. And then I want to try to get out and do some vlogs outside when it gets a little bit cooler weather. Maybe go out and do some hikes around. And I'm fixing to embark on a little bit of healthier lifestyle kind of thing. And trying to lose just a little bit of weight. Not a lot, just a little bit. Not really lose weight, but maybe tone up and firm up a little bit. I just want to get into doing that and eating a little healthier. So I'll be working on that kind of stuff too. And, I guess that's pretty much it. That's what I have going on, and I hope everybody out there has something really cool going on in your life and something that you're really enjoying or looking forward to or whatever. And I have a couple more concerts to go to later on in the year. And what else? I think that's about all. Oh, I am working on, this is kind of different. I am working on some clay figures, and I like to work with clay. And I'm working on doing some figures, little clay figurines of some of my favorite vloggers. Yeah, I don't know, it just came to me one day to do some little figurines of some of my favorite vloggers. So the first one I started working on, I really wasn't sure who I was going to start with first, but I started working on it and I got the face kind of molded out, and the first person that came to my mind was Jacob the Carpetbagger. I don't know if all you guys out there, or any of you guys out there know Jacob the Carpetbagger. He's very cool. He has a really awesome channel where he goes and does amusement parks and roadside attractions and oddities and different things like that. Super, super good videos. I love to watch Carpetbagger, Jacob the Carpetbagger. But I'm doing my first one on Jacob's Carpetbagger. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's him. His little hat he wears. I get him painted, and then get it kind of stuck to his body. But it's kind of a sampling of his body before it's painted. So it's kind of his little body before it gets painted. And so Jacob wears this cute little hat, and he has like pins on it, you know, souvenir pins, and he wears Crocs. He has probably, I don't know how many pair of Crocs that he has, but he always wears Crocs. And so my little figure, of course, is going to have the little hat. I don't know what I'm going to do about pins yet. I'll probably just kind of paint them on there or something. But it's going to have a little straw hat on it. Little hat. And, of course, some Crocs. So, Jacob, if you happen to be watching out there, I'm making a clay figure of you. That's pretty much what I've been working on, and like I said, I'm going to try to get a little bit more consistent on doing my videos and put some content out there for y'all. And like I said, I really, really appreciate the 6 of you who stuck around. and hopefully I'll start getting a few more viewers once I start getting some more content put on here. And I also have some more photo slideshows I'm hoping to get done also, and maybe do some new music for those, do my own music for it. And yeah, so that's some of the things that I have planned and hope to get done and put on here. Let me know what you guys would like to see or know about. Like I said, I'm doing a video soon on the process of publishing your own book on Kindle KDP, and that'll be pretty in-depth. I'm going to go pretty in-depth on it because it can be a little confusing getting started. And there's some little tips and things, like I said, that I learned along the way that I'll be sharing with you guys. And the slideshow videos I want to start doing, and some more tour guiding stuff, and some more naturalist, how to get started and become a naturalist and things like that. And just some informative videos coming up. And I guess that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was just kind of here and there, but hopefully you enjoyed it and got something out of it. And I hope that you'll go over there to Kindle and check out my books, my stories. And if you do happen to go over and read one of my books, or go through one of my books or something, please leave me some feedback. Write me a review, whatever, and just let me know what you think of my stories. And I do have more of those to come also. And I guess that's pretty much it. I hope everybody has a blessed rest of your weekend, and maybe I'll do another video in the next couple of days or so. I want to try to get back to doing at least 2 videos a week. Might even eventually do a live stream or something like that, but right now I do want to kind of try to get back to doing 2 videos a week, at least, maybe 3, maybe 4, who knows, but at least 2 a week. And hopefully that'll help me to get some more subscribers. And yeah, I guess that's all. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you get out there and find all kinds of beautiful views, and I hope you will just, enjoy life, take it for what it is, and get out there and enjoy it. Just try to stay cool and hydrated, because it's pretty warm. It's pretty warm out there, but you just think about it, though, how fast time is going by. We only have, what is this, July already? Almost the end of July. So we have August, September, October. It'll start cooling down again. The leaves will start changing for autumn, and it'll be beautiful, especially in the mountains. And then we just have November, and it'll be Christmas time again, December. Wow. Time just flies by, doesn't it? Anyway, I'd love to hear from y'all, and hear how you're doing and everything. And yeah, thank you for watching. God bless you all. And I will talk to you again on the next video. Thank you guys.